So much has been happening on our 500 coin RTG recently. Let's go ahead and take a recap. We started off with a total of 500 coins in the club. We had nothing else. No players, no managers, no contracts. We had to trade our way up to our beginner squad. We picked up our first set of rewards and we made some huge upgrades. Chiellini, Neymar, Pepe, Ronaldo, Anderson, Cuadrado and Mendes, the team has come on massively. With the upgrades, however, we are going to test some new custom tactics this weekend to give us that utmost important 14 wins in Weekend League, possibly even 16. What are the tactics that we are using? Well, first of all, we're taking a look at the 4-3-2-1, which is something that I have been using so much of recently. The instructions on screen for you. We're looking for a counter-attacking playstyle here, looking for those through balls. We have the strikers on stay central, getting behind the striker and the right forward, but our left forward on comeback on defense. Both of our fullbacks are on join the attack overlap, really aggressive, getting up and down that pitch, utilizing them so well. Our centre defensive mid in the middle, Kessie, will fill that role. He's on stay back while attacking and cover centre. This is going to allow us to be aggressive, to hit on that counter and try and be dominant in that area. For our actual tactics as well, we go balanced on that defensive style, 35 width and 63 depth. Long ball, forward runs, and 30 width with 6 players in box. The reason for this, as I said, we want to be aggressive. We want to try and get goals. We then switch over into a 4-4-2 for the defensive side of things to help us see out the game. Should you wish to see those 4-4-2 custom tactics, click the link up above here if you want to get hold of them. But hopefully these custom tactics in the 4-3-2-1 will give us the ability to score goals, take those leads, and then use that 4-4-2 to help us see out the game. Will these tactics give us that glory in Weekend League? Let's go ahead and find out. The first opponent that we are going to play against makes you wonder why is he even playing Weekend League with a team like that. Early on, Dybala gives him a lead, but Pepe answers back straight after 12 minutes. Pepe again just before halftime, giving us a commanding lead, and the man does the job again from the penalty spot. First game down, 1-0, and our next opponent could not take the CR7 hat-trick as he rage quits, putting us 2-0. Serie A team up next, and Balak, slots it home, and Cristiano Ronaldo adding another. And you can see how this story goes, goals after goals, and a rage quit again for a 3-0 start. Skipping a couple of games here, moving on with us being 5-0. The opponent lets Pepe show him who is boss, and he is straight out of here. This guy, however, has a serious team. It is going to be a very, very difficult matchup. Ronaldo with back-to-back goals, though, and the second one being an absolute worldie with that green time. Mbappe does get an answer back, though, for the opponent. Pepe gives us one more with a little bit of breathing room, and we see out the game. The opponent did get a late goal, however, we still get that victory. 6-0, and we are doing much better in comparison to last weekend. If you are enjoying this series, please do leave a like on whatever platform you are watching, and tell me below in the comments, how did your Weekend League go? I want to hear how you guys are getting on. Hugo up next, and it is going to be a 1-0 rage quit, making us 7-0. This time last week, we were like 6-4, and we're already 7-0, absolutely buzzing with this start. However, it is going to be time for Weekend League to take a bit of a turn for the worse for us. Zidane slots home from the rebound, Pepe finding space inside the 18-yard box, equalising 1-1, taking it all the way to penalties. We said this time last week, we do not lose penalties here on the RTG. Unfortunately, we are going to pick up our first loss, losing on penalties, giving us that 7-1 record. From here on inwards, we are going to pick up wins, we're going to pick up losses, and we're going to pick up a lot of losses in the process. Things really aren't looking good right now. Shapeshifters 2 came out, and I felt that Emerson would be perfect to add into our Weekend League team. So before I finished off my remaining matches, I went ahead and completed the 93 rated Brazilian to slot in to left centre mid. Balak played his 10 games on loan, And obviously that contract ran out. So Emerson slots in there ever so nicely. You now join us at 12 and 5, skipping through some tight games and, let's say, boring games, really, because some of them we got heavily defeated in. And we need 2 wins and 1 loss to get the big 14 wins. Last weekend, we hit 11 and 7. We knew that the 14 wasn't on the table. We needed to win these games. I did, however, pick up a DC at half-time, which really does give us a very silly loss and takes us into a very, very important remaining game. Losing 3-2 in a must-win game will mean that we finish 13 and 7. So disappointing, meaning the 14 wins isn't possible. That DC coming back to haunt us. It is going to be time, though, to move on to our rewards. Last weekend, we hit 11 wins. We've hit 13 here. It's the same rank. It makes no difference whatsoever. Immobile and Hugo Lloris as our red picks, which in all honesty, they help with regards to the icon pack that you voted for in the last episode, which we will be completing very, very soon. The rest of our packs absolutely stunk, really weren't entertaining there. No direct ways to upgrade our team, but the icon pick will be in full force in time for next weekend league. I do promise you the next weekend we will guaranteed 14 wins, possibly even 16, as we will make more upgrades throughout the week to this team. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by leaving a like and subscribe to the channel. We'll catch you in the next one.